Yes, I'm out of breath. But that's 4 in a row for Parker-Bohn, taking a 20-pin lead, but Walter can cut it back to 10 with a strike here.
This resembles the first match, Parker-Bohn against Dave Traber. The pivotal frame was the 7th frame. Everybody was striking until the 7th. Let's see if Walter can keep the pace.
No luck.
Well, the ball, kind of what we said, rolled out. It started to hook and then lost some of its energy and quit. Just before it got solid, the 6 did not take out the 10. The man voted the best spare shooter on the Pro Bowlers Tour is quickly up, cross lane, around the 3rd arrow. Piece of spare.
Walter Ray Williams has a degree in physics, Cal Poly, and he explains the reaction of the new resin bowling balls currently popular among today's pros.
Well, this special additive in the urethane makes the ball react a lot more violently. When it's on oil, it slides that much farther, and when it gets to the dry part of the lane, it really reacts more and hooks a lot more.
It gives you a little bit better carry.
Among the professional bowlers, a lot of college folks too, like Walter Ray, Cal Poly, 2 degrees, 5 times world horseshoe pitching champion, a remarkable guy. This man won the AC Delco Classic last week, making him the King of the Hill Challenger, our new format. So he's going to get his first test as the King of the Hill Challenger. He'll meet the winner of the Phoenix Open. We're in the semifinal of that event as Parker-Bohn is going against Walter Ray Williams, Jr. Tournament leader next, Amleto Monicelli. Going for 5 in a row, leaving the 4-7.
We said the 7th frame was the pivotal frame in the first match as Dave Traber came up on the right-hand lane and left a 5-pin split. Parker-Bohn has a little bit better fate. He hits right in the nose and breaks down the split, leaves the 4-7 spare. If he converts, he will continue to lead in this match through 7 frames by 19 pins.
What smoothness by the left-hander.
Great lesson to be learned watching Parker-Bohn. The lower you get at the foul line on the pivot step, that's the second to last step, the harder you drive off, the harder you lift through the sliding position. Watch his pivot step. The lower you get, remember this, especially you youngsters out there, this is where you get the most drive and the most lift. Watch how he gets down at the line.
Leaving 7 on the left lane.
Parker with a good attitude. He knew he threw the ball as well as he can throw it. When one round object, i.e. the bowling ball, hits another round object, the bowling pins, they don't seem to react exactly the same every time. However, he's happy with that shot.
Walter Ray Williams is up next using the full approach. There's a brother who was a junior world champion. He had 2 sisters, 2 of his 3 that were California state champions.
Hi!
Oh no.
Jesus.
I agree.
Walter disappointed. He went with a little extra. We were talking about getting lower at the foul line. He got lower, got more leverage, and got a bad break as the ball went high. 4-7-10.
Sweep had hardly gotten up and the ball was released. Walter is hot and I don't blame him. Both players are mic'd. Wireless microphones.
Story so far has been as we predicted, Chris. Lane 38 has been the key lane. It opened the door in the first match as Traber opened. Now Walter Ray has opened.
Well, the last time he's won November 1991, but he's been on television a lot. At one time was 0 for 4 on TV, but in the tournaments that he's bowled, including the fall, Nelson, he's been in finals 3 of 5, so he's coming back.
Well, Walter's a great player, Chris. There's no doubt. He's disappointed today, and that last shot he just threw in the 9th frame was just kind of a apathetic shot because he was so disappointed with the open in the 8th. Right now, Parker-Bohn in the driver's seat, going about the same pace he did the first match, in the 220s.
Well, it again proves that keeping composure, like David Traber in the first match had a distraction and it just fell apart, and can't blame him. And then now Walter Ray with what he thought was a bad break. It got to him, and in all types of competition, especially on this level,
I agree.
it works.
Well, Chris, if it would just slow down a little bit when they're going bad and keep the pace when they're going good. That's a winner right there.
And that's what you need to win in any sport. So occasionally, everything going the right way. Especially in this sport, the pins.
I agree. Well, today's bowling balls energized the pins so much with the great talent we have out here that we saw Walter Ray slap out the 10-pin in the 7th frame with a shot like that. Here Parker does it here in the 10th to lock up the match. 236 with a spare.
Don't forget, next up, Amleto Monticelli, twice Player of the Year, to determine the Phoenix Open champion. Then, in our new format, a head-to-head match, winner-take-all, for the King of the Hill title, Ron Williams.